Hey, what's up, everybody? This is John from Juiced Up, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the movie Sinners. And I want to start this off by giving a shout out to the entire cast and crew. I think they did a phenomenal job at creating this masterpiece, and I think this is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen of all time. You know, ever since I seen the trailer, I had been anticipating this movie because, anybody who knows me knows I'm a horror fan. And once I saw that this movie was directed by Ryan Coogler and also starring Michael B. Jordan, I knew this movie was going to be a hit. I was anticipating this film so much that I actually went to go see it a day early. And then I went to go see it again on the day it actually came out. I'm still debating on if I should go see it for a third time because I enjoyed it so much. But, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Now, this movie is about music and vampires, and it takes place in Mississippi during the 1930s. And during this time, Jim Crow and segregation was still very prominent in the South. And I like how they incorporated this into the movie because this is something I've never seen done before. So the main protagonists in this movie are going to be the Smoke and Stack twins, who are gangsters played by Michael B. Jordan, and their little cousin, Preacher Boy Sammy, who is played by Miles Canton. In the movie, Smoke and Stack moved back to Mississippi after living in Chicago, and when they get back home, they want to throw a big event. Now, when they get back to Mississippi, they end up purchasing some property, and they also end up picking up their little cousin, who is a talented musician, and he's pretty much the key to this whole movie. Leading up to the climax of the film, the movie familiarizes you with all the characters. It gives you a little bit of their backstory, and at the same time, it shows how the twins navigate their hometown and reconnect with their community in order to set up this event. Now, this movie does have some sexual scenes, and I ain't gonna lie, some of them made me kind of laugh, but at the same time, I think it added to the overall allure and the intensity of the film. Toward the climax of the film, we also get introduced to the main antagonist, Remick, who is a vampire played by Jack O'Connell. Now, I must add that the music in this movie was absolutely phenomenal. I loved every second of it, and I actually got goosebumps seeing how they were able to depict the history of Black music and Black culture into this film. So as the movie goes on, they're partying and having a good time, and eventually they get these unexpected visitors, which happens to be the vampires. Now, from this point on in the film, the movie pretty much turns into a bloodbath fight for survival between the partygoers and the vampires. And although the movie didn't have necessarily a happy ending, it was satisfying to see how everything transpired as a result of them having this party. Now, this movie actually ends with sort of a cliffhanger. However, I think that's what this movie needed. I was 100% satisfied with how they concluded the film, and it definitely hit the spot for me. This movie is a horror film, but it blends music along with Black history all into one. And if you're into any of those topics, I think you would really enjoy this film. I just want to say this movie really hit home for me. I enjoyed how the story unraveled. I loved all of the musical scenes, and I think this movie is empowering for anybody who's deep into Black culture. In my opinion, I think this movie should receive an award for Best Picture, Best Horror Film, and, even like a Black Cultural Award if possible. So thank y'all for watching this video. This is John back with another episode of Popcorn Pics, Juiced Up Network. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the section below. Let's have a discussion about this movie. I absolutely loved it. It was a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend, and I probably will go see it again. If you haven't seen this movie, go watch it, and if you have, go watch it again. Thank y'all. Peace.